I love Left 4 Dead 2. While I was only ever able to get into the game far past its heyday, it's suffice to say that in spite of its age, Left 4 Dead remains one of the greatest co-op games ever made. From the lovable cast of characters to the grungy, sick, destroyed world they live in, this game has lived rent-free in my mind ever since I picked it up. But with Valve having moved on to greener pastures, you may wonder, what new things are left to experience in this dead game? Though Valve may no longer have much to do with Left 4 Dead's development, make no mistake, the game is alive and well, with new experiences available for you to try out courtesy of its community. But which ones are worth the time and effort the most, and which ones are better off forgotten? That's what we're here to find out. This is Mudkip's map review. For our second episode, we'll be taking a look at a map that's considered a bit of a modern great by the community. What better way to describe Self-Expire Blitz 2? If I say the actual name, YouTube will have an aneurysm. The Savannah 4 are our survivors for this map, and they'll be tasked with fighting their way through a ruined city to reach an evac center at a football stadium, exploring a crumbling apartment building, a derelict police station, and a neon-laden riverwalk along the way. But with a name like Suicune Blitz 2, I can't imagine it'll be very easy to pull off. The setting of this campaign is the fictional Fort Harris County in Texas. While I'm not certain if this map is directly based on any real-world setting, it seems to take a lot of inspiration from the city of San Antonio, if the Riverwalk section is any indication. I'll have to get back to you on the football stadium. But whatever. What's this campaign's deal anyway? Visually, Dale Wilson Blitz 2 sets out to emulate the map design of a vanilla Left 4 Dead campaign more so than any real-world environment. To that end, the map makers have done a phenomenal job of recreating that aesthetic to the point where it's easy to forget you're playing a custom map at all. However, the map design truly shines when it veers away from that aesthetic and tries something new. The most striking parts of the campaign are areas like the Riverwalk, bowling alley, and football stadium, which strike out and try something new instead of sticking to the script. However, these come few and far between, sandwiched between samey-looking city streets, sewers, and other rather generic-looking buildings. While there's nothing wrong with this, as it does still succeed in emulating the vanilla game's look, it can feel rather repetitive at times, running around the same old city and sewer environments found in No Mercy, Dead Air, and the like. While I understand that not every part of the campaign can look like a brand new experience, it's hard to enjoy what the unique visuals bring to the table with how sparse they are. But as anyone knowledgeable about the current gaming industry can tell you, pretty visuals mean nothing if the game they're part of isn't fun. In that department, Susan Wojcicki Blitz 2 was no slouch, with moment after moment of high-stakes action. Multiple unique horde events throughout the campaign, such as the gauntlet of the police station and the chase back to the elevator, keep players on their toes, slowing down only briefly before picking the action back up again. However, as much fun as the stunt spectacular is, the campaign could use a few more moments where it's best to slow down and act calmly. There are witch encounters, of course, but there's also this segment in the Riverwalk where you have to get into this restaurant without breaking the windows open or else risk triggering a horde event. A few more events like this could help break up the non-stop action a bit and make the campaign feel more diverse. Though this isn't to say the challenge it does provide isn't adequate. As for whether Go Commit Die Blitz 2 can form its own unique identity from its contemporaries, well... Yes! Though custom assets like the football tanks in the stadium and the foam finger custom melee are to be expected from these kinds of campaigns, something you rarely see from a campaign like this is full-on custom music. Take a listen. Beautiful. As mentioned before, the sparse segments of originality with the map, such as the Riverwalk and Stadium, are major highlights, and help give the campaign an identity of its own. Same goes for the hectic action set pieces that make the player feel like they're in the middle of a hectic war zone, with thunderous explosions, burning buildings, and thunderous explosions caused by burning buildings.
The fire's spreading!
Whoa. It's been stated by others before that while the first Left 4 Dead captures the feeling of a hopeless, dread-filled world in the midst of a zombie apocalypse, Left 4 Dead 2 acts as a venue for crazy, heart-pounding zombie-killing fun. And I Ran Out of Fun named Blitz 2 marries this very well. While not always the most visually striking campaign, the moments where it does take on a beat of its own are saved for when it's needed most, namely the hectic action, creating a memorable challenge for anyone who wishes to take it on. Just don't forget to stay close to the train before it leaves, lest you end up like poor Coach over here and get left behind. I'm sure they'll be okay. With a 5 for visuals, an 8 for challenge, and a 6 for identity, I give this campaign a 19 out of 30. Until next time, I'm the good Mudkip, and stay legendary.